Hey guys, ever played a platformer where you swore you hit the jump button, but your character just walked straight off the ledge? It's frustrating, right? Well, today we're talking about the secret sauce that prevents that, Coyote Time. Think about it. When you're sprinting at full speed, your human brain and the game's physics aren't always in sync. You think you're at the edge, but the engine says you're already falling. Without Coyote Time, the game feels clunky or broken. But with it, you get a tiny grace period, usually just a few frames, where the game lets you jump even if you're technically standing on thin air. It's a tiny cheat that makes your game feel incredibly smooth. Without a Coyote Timer, jumping feels unfair because even a split-second delay makes you fall. It feels like the game ignores your input. We use this timer to give a tiny grace period, making controls feel smooth, responsive, and natural. Simply put, a Coyote Timer is a tiny grace period that allows a player to jump even after they have walked off the edge of a platform. Normally, you lose the ability to jump the instant you leave the ground, but this timer grants you a split second of leeway. It is used to make the controls feel smoother and more fair, ensuring that slightly late button presses are still registered. The name comes from the Wile E. Coyote character in the Looney Tunes cartoons. You might remember how he would run off a cliff and hover in midair for a moment before falling. This humorous logic was adapted into game design as a grace period, allowing players to jump even after technically leaving a platform. Now let's look at how to implement a Coyote Timer in your game. First, go to your player scene and add a timer node. In the inspector, set the wait time to 0.15 seconds, and make sure to enable one shot. The final part is the coding. To make it work, you need to start this timer the moment the player leaves the ground, and only allow a jump if the timer is still running. First, rename your timer node to Coyote Timer so we can easily reference it in our script. Now create a variable named Coyote Timer and assign the timer node to it. I highly recommend catching up on our previous videos to fully grasp the concepts in this tutorial. Check out how perfectly the Coyote Timer is working here. The amount of time you can jump mid-air depends on the wait time you set. However, to keep the gameplay fair and balanced, it is best to keep this value between 0.1 and 0.2. That wraps up today's tutorial on how to use a Coyote Timer to make your game controls feel much smoother. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more game development tips like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding!